I am alive and it is good to be alive. Today, I want to talk about one of my favorite champions in my entire account, DREXTHAR BLOODTWIN. I know this guy is a free-to-play champion, right? You can just get him from the bazaar eventually. I pulled him early, and I remember being a little bummed out. Why do I keep pulling the free-to-play champions? Come on, man, give me something crazy. Give me one of the game-breaking characters. And I had a total underappreciation of just how much this character would change my account. I began to realize very quickly I could throw him in anywhere, any dungeon, any boss, any Doom Tower wave. DREXTHAR has been so good and loyal to me. You can even put him in arena, and especially if you're going for a go second team, this boy does damage, especially to enemy champions who they are not expecting it. So let's look at his skills real quick here. This guy is account changing. If you pull him, do not sleep on him. I know. I'm going to read these skills. Doesn't sound crazy. You look, 2 actives and a passive? What? This is a legendary character. Doesn't look like he does a whole lot. Oh, but he does. He does. Attacks 1 enemy 3 times, right? I love a triple hitting A1. That is useful in so many ways. Attacks 1 enemy 3 times. Has a 30% chance of placing an HP burn debuff for 2 turns. Heals this champion by 20% of the damage inflicted if the target is under an HP burn. Very nice. I'll do a broad sweep of these skills, and then we'll talk about what makes them so awesome as they tie in together. A2 attacks all enemies. Love it. This is a nuke. This thing, it hits so much harder than you're thinking it will, especially if you build him for crit rate and damage. Attacks all enemies. 40% chance of placing a provoke debuff. Love provoke. Locks people out of their skills, right? Forces them to use their A1s and target him. This chance increases to 100% if the target is under an HP burn, and if you place the provoke, you also place decrease attack. Wonderful. So you're not only provoking them, they're dealing less damage. His passive is so cool. It's so simple, but so effective. Has a 55% chance of placing an HP burn debuff for 2 turns on the attacker when hit. People get set on fire for hitting him. He's maniacal. He's just he's a pyromaniac that just ignites everybody. It's fantastic. This champion's resistance increases by 10 for every enemy under an HP burn debuff. Alright, so let's talk about what makes him so crazy. His A1 can apply HP burn. For getting hit, he can apply HP burn. This makes him great for melting down waves. It makes him great in a spider, especially. You could essentially solo champion spider, right? If you build him tanky enough and he pops those HP burn on the spiderlings for attacking him, you're pretty much good to go. They're going to melt and totally destroy the boss. His A1 hits 3 times. This makes him great in Fire Knight. I don't care what you say. I know nothing else hits multiple times. But if a triple hitting A1, and if you build him to slap as hard as I have, he's decent for Fire Knight, man. Once you get that shield knocked down, he still brings the crit rate and damage to back it up. You don't have to rely on the HP burns for the damage, okay? And he has an AoE that provokes. He's HP burning. He has an innate built-in heal that not a lot of other people have. He's tanky because he's a defense-based champ. He has an AoE nuke that slaps pretty hard. He's provoking. He's decreasing attack. This dude is awesome. I love DREXTHAR. He is such a fun champ. And I've just really enjoyed my time with him. And he just continues from early game to now. I just enjoy this champion so much. I'll go ahead and show you a quick overview of the masteries. You can screenshot this, whatever you like. Obviously, Giant Slayer, because he's got that triple hitting A1, and he's great in Clan Boss. Not only does he slap pretty hard with the build that I'll show you here in a sec, but Giant Slayer helps quite a bit. And then Sniper is really cool, because when he's booked, you can't get his passive HP burn to be a 100% chance to place when enemies attack him. It's a pretty high chance when booked, but it's not 100. So if you get Sniper on there, it's just an even higher chance that just for him simply getting hit, he's going to apply HP burns, which is a really neat effect. So let's look at the build. I've only got Perception. That's the only set I have on him, and that is intentional. I realized if I wanted to squeeze every ounce of juice out of this champion, I couldn't be that picky, right? Don't be afraid to break sets if you have pieces that are exceptionally good for your character and will push them to higher tiers of content, right? So I just have a Perception set. Used to have them in a Poison set for Clan Boss, but I have other means of poisoning Clan Boss now. Don't really need it. So, obviously, we got attack, HP, and defense. No other options, but you can see I've rolled as much crit rate and damage as possible. We have a double crit damage roll there, triple crit damage roll here, and you can probably get an even better DREXTHAR build than this. That's what's insane. So here's the meat and potatoes, right? The actual variable stuff. Crit rate % gauntlets, 6-star, very nice. Crit rate gauntlets, defense % chest plate, and here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. Defense % boots. I know he is one of the few characters in the game that I'm actually not going to build with speed boots. I normally put everybody in speed boots because, listen, if you're going faster, you're doing better. But with him, it is so much more fun to watch people get punished for hitting him. And then when he does get his turn, he just, boom, he just nukes them down with that A2. And we'll show his actual stats here now. Yes, my DREXTHAR, by the way, is +1 because I not only pulled him, but then I got the free one from the bazaar. So I've been very happy. Okay, so 38,000 HP. It's not a lot, right? Doesn't need a ton of HP, though, to be honest. His defense is 5,000. Listen, I know. A lot of people are going to tell you anything over 35K or 3,500. Could you imagine 35K? People will tell you anything over 3,500 doesn't really matter. I disagree, especially on defense-based champions. It's helping them deal more damage. And yes, the damage reduction is on a curve, so anything above 3,500 isn't going to be as substantial as what came before it. But I wanted him to be a tanky boy, and I wanted him to slap hard, so we got 5K defense. Speed is 151. He's a bit slow, all right, but he's hard to kill, and when he does hit, it matters, and that's all I care about. Now, especially if you pair him with other champions that can boost his speed, it's really not a big deal. And if you're using him in PvE content, you'll be fine. You'll be fine with 151. The only time I can think 151 might get you in trouble is like maybe hard mode Doom Tower. The enemies might slap you pretty good, but again, I could even use him there, and it's not a huge deal. Look at this beautiful 101% crit rate. 205% crit damage. This is the beautiful sweet spot that I was trying so hard to attain while having a really high defense and also having a decent resistance and accuracy. You can see I have 203 on both, and it makes this man an absolute monster. So he's rated, I think, pretty fair for what he is, but he's one of my favorite champions. He's so simple. He's easy to understand, and yeah, he's just fun to build. All right, so now let's check DREXTHAR out here in some player versus player content. I am going to go ahead and there's no guarantee that I'll really even win this one, and I don't care. I'll just throw Arbiter in there so I can get guaranteed get the first turn right. We'll go ahead and boost turn meter because, like I said, DREXTHAR, he is slow. Give everybody an HP shield. I don't want to win. Winning is not the goal. I want to show you how hard this boy can hit. All right? Gonna knock Syl down a little bit. All right, check out this nuke. Look at that. Non-defense-based champion, even their Syl almost died in a single stinking hit, right? And I don't know what they hit me with, but it doesn't appear to be doing much of anything. Wow, each of his 3 hits was less than 1K. I find that less than impressive, to be honest with you. Oh no, he's been stunned. We gotta wake him up. Wake up, bro. We got a video to make. Look at him. He's HP burning. He doesn't care. He's like, we're fine. Can we come back from this? We absolutely can. Yeah. This will be no problem. No problem at all. We'll just hex everybody. Look at this. I'm still gonna pull back from this. Mithrala kind of OP. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you. Thank you for cleansing. Let's see what I hit for. See what I can hit for. Oh, yeah. Almost 9K. Almost 9K per hit. In fact, the 3rd hit didn't even count because she was dead before then. So, hitting a little bit harder than that guy's DREXTHAR. Not sure how theirs is built, but mine harder. Mine harder. Yeah, great damage. Great damage there. Let's look at the... Yeah, look at that damage. Hit harder than my Trunda. Granted, I skipped one of Trunda's AoEs. We'll be fair to Trunda. But, man, you can see, even in PvP content, if he's moving slow, bring a turn meter manipulator, and yeah, you'll be fine. You'll absolutely decimate. I'll take him into campaign here. I think it's fun to do a short campaign wave. Anybody can clear this. Really, like, you guys can clear this same mission yourself, and then you can compare the numbers to what I'm getting. And if you're impressed, cool. If not, that's fine too. You know, go ahead and show you this nuke here. You can see roughly 50K per hit on that nuke. Some of them were well over 50k, right? Saw one that was 57k, but then I also saw one that were like maybe 47k or 43k. I'm not sure. So those are that's kind of your ballpark, what you can expect. You can scale that compared to, you know, the champions you have, and if you find that impressive or not. I think it's pretty dang impressive damage numbers considering how tanky he is. He is a very hard champion to kill, and the longer you're trying to kill him, the more you're going to get punished for it. So but here we go. The second nuke didn't hit nearly as hard on that wave. Weak affinity. That makes sense. Boom. Knock him down. Obviously, he dealt majority of the damage. It's not really a competition. Duh. Although, if I'm being 100% honest, it's going to be pretty hard for DREXTHAR to compete here, because not only is he slower than these other champs, but I have specifically built Minotaur to just be my absolute hardest-hitting, fastest champions. So, yeah, he finally got a turn, and he nuked down there, but point is, he's more versatile, though, than, like, I have Yannicka. My Yannicka is built to, she is wicked fast, and she slaps. She does some great damage, gets awesome results. But as you can see, she's squishy. And even my Trunda probably hits harder than DREXTHAR does, but she's not nearly as tanky, doesn't have the survivability that he has, and doesn't bring quite as much utility in PvE content. I really like those HP burns. And last but not least, you guys can see here, I use DREXTHAR on my clan boss team. Still, he's an absolute unit. I love him. He's fantastic. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I think DREXTHAR is definitely worth getting. If you're wondering, hey, is he worth grinding Tag Team Arena? Just do it, man. Most of the content in this game, I love this game, but most of it's just mindless droning content anyways. So yeah, get him. Play a couple tag team matches a day or whatever. You know, hey, if you run out of energy, oh, this game's dumb, I wish I had more energy. Run some tag team. Have some fun. You might have less time for that now that Live Arena is out, but he's such a cool champion. And you know what? He's great in Demon Spawn. I can go ahead and show. I don't think Demon Spawn is open. It's not, which is fine. But I'll go to my index here. I used DREXTHAR on my Demon Spawn Faction Wars team to beat the Faction War. And honestly, he kind of carried. Yes, I have Prince Kymar, but Prince Kymar, for anybody that watched my Prince Kymar video, I built him to hit hard, like pretty dang hard, you know, just for fun, and be like less of a support and more of doubling as a support, but also a pretty decent attack champion. He's cool, but man, honestly, DREXTHAR totally carried my Faction Wars. Helicath, I only pulled recently. He only helped me with the last 2 levels or so by the time I got him. Allure and Magnar, I also got fairly recently. So I was running like Diabolist and Abyssal in a stun set, which is great for just AoE stuns. And DREXTHAR just carried my Demon Spawn Faction War. So that is my review of DREXTHAR, and that is my build that I have on him. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, if you guys dislike this slow, tanky crit damage build, or if you guys think it's really cool. I'd love to hear how you guys have built your DREXTHAR. I've seen all the time from people that build him maybe to do almost no damage, but dude is just like impossible to kill and has crazy high resist, right? So you can just throw him into Spider, watch the Spiderlings hit him, and proc no poisons, and he just HP burns them to death, which is awesome. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. I love making raid content for you guys. It's been great fun so far. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.